Now I'll explain you everything in detail. First of all, what is your role in the JV? Are you the provider of the product or of the mailing list? Case 1. You're the provider of the product. Quickly summarizing, if you are the product owner, that is, you've created it, or you hold its exclusive copyright, or you have the right to sell a product which isn't easily available elsewhere, otherwise it won't be sold, you can look at a JV from the viewpoint of the product provider. Browse eBay looking for a seller. A power seller will probably have an excellent mailing list, and he will be open to stipulating a possible JV. Everyone who sells a lot of items every day or every week likes constantly being involved and open to new possibilities. If you're not sure, just ask. Probably you'll meet a few eBay sellers that don't know what you're talking about when you mention joint ventures. Moreover, on eBay, there are a lot of non-professional sellers that might as well have been lucky but never look out of eBay. The meaning of a JV may seem difficult to these people. My advice is either to direct them to this ebook, so I'll make some good sales out of it, or, if you master the subject, to explain them in detail what it's about, without neglecting anything. Most of all, focus on their potential gain. Talk about rounding up instead of becoming filthy rich, and probably they'll pay attention to you. When looking for a seller, keep in mind that a product similar to those you're selling could potentially be a good idea, as long as it's not directly competing with yours. Check his feedback as well. They'll give you an idea of who he really is, and of the credibility he has towards his customers. Here again, beware several parameters. How long has he been present on eBay? What percentage of positive rates does he have? What kind of products does he sell in his shop? Or, if he has a professional shop, what has he sold so far? A seller who seems to sell a lot, but has been present on eBay for less than 6 months, is suspect. In fact, in order to get a good reputation towards customers, everyone must sweat some time to become known on eBay. A lot of sales, maybe with a positive feedback, and less than 6 months on eBay are not convincing. Reject him. Opt for one that may have sold less and even have had some products given back, as long as he's been present on eBay for at least 1 year. Too many positive feedbacks smell like a lie. 100% satisfied customers? In how much time? At least 3 years? In this case, he's good. On the contrary, scoring 98% satisfied customers in less than 6 months is a real lie. Reject him. Look at the reviews in your language as well, and try to understand if they're true, if they're too similar to one another, or if they seem to be written by the same hand. Finally, what has your possible partner sold so far? All kinds of different items, or else products, both physical and digital, related to similar types, or at least not too different from one another? Keep in mind that if you decide to sell an info product, in the first phases, you'll necessarily have to reject all the sellers of physical items only. They wouldn't have the right audience for you. So the perfect partner is a person, male or female, it doesn't matter, who seems to have been steadily selling on eBay for at least 1 year, who has a list of products, on sale or sold, not too different from what you'd like to propose, and who has a good percentage of positive reviews, all different from one another, whose feedback count is proportionate and adequate to all the other parameters. The final test is to try to contact him as a customer, asking him a question about one of his products. If he answers, he's an earnest and concrete seller. If he doesn't, alas, keep him in stock, but go on with others. You'll try again the customer technique later. Maybe at that moment he was sick in the bathroom. If he answers rudely and vaguely, maybe he's stranger and doesn't understand your language very well. Or he's unpolite and treats you with disdain. Just to answer, kick him out of your list. Okay, have you found the right possible partner? Let's go on. All you need is a simple email. Hi, I know it's Saturday night and it seems the least appropriate time to send you an email, but I'm sure that in the weekend you'll have more time to read it and, in case, answer me. My name is... your name. I'm an eBay seller, linked to your shop, and I'd like to make you a proposal that I deem interesting for both of us.